everyone. My name is Elise Bond, and this is my audience. Hello everyone. Today I'll be presenting several awards for the Communications 211 class for the Spring 2012 semester. The following awards will be presented: Best Overall Public Speaker, Most Improved Public Speaker, Most Organized Public Speaker, Most Enthusiastic Public Speaker, and the Most Creative Speech Presentation. Our first award goes to Christopher Stanga for the Best Overall Public Speaker for all of his speeches that he presented. Not only was he enthusiastic and passionate, but he was confident and never seemed at all nervous. He always knew his speech very well and rarely relied on his notes for any point. He was very persuasive in presenting his topics and also very interesting, especially, for instance, when he gave his informative speech on how to prepare ramen noodles. Not necessarily a very engaging topic, but he made it interesting to listen to. So I certainly believe that Christopher Stanga deserves the Best Public Speaker Award because he seemed to portray all of these aspects better than all the others. So congratulations, Mr. Stanga. Next we have the Most Improved Public Speaker Award, which goes to Lauren Foster for her informative speech on how to prepare stir-fry. In her introduction speech, she was very timid, extremely quiet, and she seemed very, very nervous. For most of the speech, she hid behind her notes and she was hard to hear. However, for her very next speech, her informative speech, she was very confident and very organized. She didn't seem at all nervous and she was very easy to understand. She also made her presentation very interesting and easy to follow. This was a huge improvement and a complete 180 from her previous speech. So congratulations, Ms. Foster, for such improvement. Next we have the Most Organized Public Speaker, which goes to Randy Atchison for all of her speeches. She always knew her speech well enough that she didn't even have to use her notes. She also had a very well thought out structure. For her informative speech, where she presented on how to prepare oatmeal, she had her little helpers put the oatmeal in the microwave while she continued talking, which was a good way to avoid possibly awkward pauses while the food was cooking. She was also very confident and always spoke at a good tempo. She never spoke too quickly or too slow. When she had props on hand, she always used them well without fumbling or without making them distracting to the audience. And she also adjusted very well to critique where necessary for each of her speeches. As she went from one speech to the next, she would improve little things. I certainly believe Ms. Atchison deserves the Most Organized Speaker Award, so congratulations to her. Next we have the most enthusiastic public speaker, which goes to Kelly Murphy, again for all of her speeches. Regardless of her topic, she was very confident and seemed to really enjoy everything that she talked about. For example, when she presented her informative speech on how to prepare peanut butter and jelly, she was excited and she actually made it sound interesting even though it was just a common everyday sandwich. She seemed to enjoy each of her topics, which I think is the biggest qualification for enthusiasm, and if she was nervous, it was never very obvious. So congratulations to Ms. Murphy for always being enthusiastic in her speeches. Finally, we have the Most Creative Speech Presentation, which goes to Shannon O'Brien for her persuasive speech as a presidential candidate. Ms. O'Brien presented the military as her platform, which I believe was a very creative and very personal platform, considering she had been in the military. She was very persuasive about her topic, and she also created a very elaborate setup, which was excellent in helping set the mood for her campaign. I believe she dressed the most appropriately and also personally related most closely to her topic. Not only was she creative, but she seemed like a real candidate, and I would be inclined to vote for her in an election. Ms. O'Brien did an excellent job and just seemed to take a topic that one could choose a very common subject matter for and choose something very creative that she could relate to very well herself. I believe this showed just a very creative side to the speech. So congratulations to Ms. O'Brien for having the most creative speech of the semester. Again, I would like to congratulate all of the recipients for their awards. We had Christopher Stanga for Best Overall Public Speaker, Lauren Foster for Most Improved Public Speaker, Randy Atchison for Most Organized Public Speaker, Kelly Murphy for Most Enthusiastic Public Speaker, and Shannon O'Brien for Most Creative Speech Presentation. Congratulations to all of you, and also congratulations to the rest of the students for all of the speeches this semester. I hope you had a good semester, and I hope you have a great summer. Thank you very much. Show the audience.